What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I happened to see two other YouTubers do a natural hair tag on their channels, and it was Kimberly Sherrill as well as Ebony with a V. They're both really good YouTubers, so if you get a chance you can go check them out. But they did this hair tag and I thought, oh, okay, that's something that I might be able to do to kind of get my subscribers and people who watch my channel to learn a little bit more about me and my hair and what works for my hair. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe while you're thinking about it, and we'll go ahead and get started. So the first question in this natural hair tag is, what is my hair type? Now, I don't necessarily like to type hair, because when you try to type your hair, what happens is you think it's one thing and then someone else will say, no, your hair type is something else, and so forth. And it is really in the eye of the person that's looking at it. So perception is everything. So with all that said, I am going to say that my hair type is around 4B. Now, I do have some 4C, I think, in my crown, and then I think I have some 4A around the back. But normally in my videos, I will just say type 4. I don't really say A, B, or C on my videos. I just say type 4 because I believe I do have type 4 hair. So, but if you want to narrow it down, I'm going to put it in the middle, which is type 4B. The next question is, who is my current hair inspiration? And I'm not going to say I really have a current hair inspiration, but when I was first natural, I did look at a lot of Minnie Marley's YouTube videos. I felt her hair was a similar texture to mine, not exactly the same. I think mine may be a little bit coarser, but what I liked about her videos is that she did things with her hair that seemed very simple. Even though she colored her hair a lot and she cut it a lot, it still grew. So I like the fact that she showed that you can still do things to your hair and your hair can still grow. It doesn't have to be permanently damaged. The next question is, am I low porosity or high porosity? If you've looked at any of my videos, you know that I am low porosity. My hair takes a long time to get wet. It takes a long time to dry. But I will say, once I get the moisture in my hair, it does stay in. So it can retain moisture once it's in there, but it's just hard getting the moisture in. That's why I prefer to do my wash and goes inside the shower. I prefer to put any leave-ins and things like that inside the shower instead of trying to put products on my hair once I'm outside the shower, because my cuticles close so quickly and it's hard to get the moisture in the hair once the cuticle closes. I like my deep conditioners thick or slippery. I like my deep conditioners slippery. The reason being, again, I'm low porosity. The thinner the deep conditioner is, the more easily it penetrates into my hair strands. I'm talking about my hair. Somebody else may have a different experience, but for my hair strands, the thinner the deep conditioner, the more it penetrates into my hair strands, and the slipperier it is, the better, because I like to detangle with conditioner in my hair. I will use a rinse out conditioner sometimes to detangle, but if my deep conditioner has enough slip, I'll use my deep conditioner to detangle. So I prefer slippery deep conditioners. Next question, twist out or braid out? I am going to say twist out, just because I've never done a braid out on my hair since I've been natural. I have done twist outs. I have not done one on my channel as yet, but I do plan on doing one. But again, I am more of a wash and go girl, but I have done twist outs, so I'm going to say I prefer twist outs. Wash and go or rod set? Wash and go. I'm a wash and go girl. I like to wash it, put my product in there, sit under the dryer if I have to, and go. So I've never done a rod set, so I really can't say whether I like those or not. So for this particular question, I'm going to say wash and go. Do I like perm rod sets or flexi rod sets? So again, I've not done a perm rod set on my natural hair. I've not done a flexi rod set on my natural hair. I have used perm rods when I was relaxed. So with that said, I'm going to say perm rod sets, just because I know how to use those if I were to do one. And flexi rods will be a little bit newer for me to get the hang of using. So I'll say perm rod sets. Next question, shower or sink? So I'm assuming they're saying, do you want to wash your hair in the shower or the sink? What do you prefer? I prefer the shower. I've said that on my channel before. I prefer to wash my hair in the shower. I feel like I can get a better grip on my hair, whether it's wet all over, because it is hard, again, to get wet and for water to soak in it. So if I have to stand under the water for, 3 minutes or whatever to make sure my hair is soaking wet, I prefer to stand doing that versus bending over a sink. Also, I just feel like I can rinse out the soap better in the shower instead of trying to, do it in the sink and then I get back and say, oh, I still have soap or I still have conditioner in my hair or whatever. So I prefer the shower. It also leaves the steam in there and I can add my products in the shower and keep my cuticles open. So shower all the way. Air drying or diffusing? I don't do either really now. I used to air dry all the time, so I would have said in the past I preferred air drying. Now, if I had to choose, I would have to say diffuse because my hair is so thick that it would take forever for my hair to air dry. However, I don't like to diffuse my whole head because it takes a long time, and I believe diffusing tends to dry out and frizz your curls a little bit. So that's why I sit under the dryer, and then the two areas here and here that is hard to get dry under the dryer, I will diffuse just those two areas, but then this hair kind of covers it, so you really can't tell whether it's a little bit frizzy or not. So for this question, I guess I'm gonna say diffusing. Flicky edges or as they are? As they are, right? My edges are not fleeked. I don't fleek my edges. I don't slay my edges. I will kind of just rub down like this and kind of get some hairs to kind of frame my face a little bit, but by no means are they fleeked or slayed. I kind of like the more natural look. If I want them to be really, laid down, then I will put something on them and tie them down and lay them back, but they won't have the swirl and the swoops and everything like that in them. So I'm going to say as they are. Deep conditioners or oils? Deep conditioners all the way. I believe a good deep conditioner that penetrates your hair will keep your hair moist and shiny, where you won't need to add oils on top. Again, I'm low porosity, so when my hair has oil on it, it tends to block my cuticles so much that I can't get any other moisture in. Or if my cuticles are already laid flat and my hair is dry and I'm putting oil on the top to break a cast or whatever, the oil just sits on my hair and just feels greasy. So I prefer deep conditioners. High bun or low bun? I am going to say high bun just because it's easier for my thick hair to go straight up into a bun versus me trying to pull all this hair back and get it nice and sleek and smooth going back. And I believe that it will pull on my edges a little bit more than it does if I just kind of pull my hair up. So I'm going to say high bun. Bantu knots or finger coils? Haven't done bantu knots, haven't done finger coils since I've been natural. But I think I'm going to say bantu knots because I think it will be quicker to do than finger coils all over my head. And that's one style in itself. And then when you take the bantu knots out, you have another style. So I think I'm going to say bantu knots if I had to choose. Protective styles in summer or winter? I am not a protective style person. I don't really wear wigs. I have not had braids since I've been natural. So the most protective style I would do would be 2-strand twist and kind of just leave those in my hair. But if I had to choose whether I would do a protective style in the summer or winter, I'm going to say winter, because the winter air I think is a little bit more harsh for my hair, I believe, as far as drying it out, as far as me trying to do wash and goes on cold hair, on cold days and things of that sort. So I think I will protective style more in the winter than in the summer. Bonnets or scarves? I'm going to say scarves today. Before, I loved bonnets. I swore by bonnets. I still wear bonnets, but when I have a wash and go, I can just put a scarf on and tie it around my hair and leave the curls just hanging, and then I can take the scarf off in the morning, fluff my hair, and go. With bonnets, your hair still kind of gets smushed and mushed around. So I prefer scarves now that my hair is a little bit longer. Wide tooth comb or detangling brush. I am going to say a wide toothed comb. I prefer to finger detangle, but if I had to choose between those two, I'm going to say a wide tooth comb. Next question, finger detangling or brush? I just answered that question. I prefer finger detangling to detangle my hair, especially if I am going to do a wash and go. Now, I will use a brush if I am going to do a twist out, because you want your hair very detangled and you want it smooth to get the best twist out possible. So if I'm going to do a twist out, I will use a brush, but I prefer to finger detangle. T-shirt or microfiber towel. I believe that is to dry my hair. I'm going to say t-shirts. I like microfiber towels. However, I don't have a lot of those. I have tons of t-shirts, so I prefer t-shirts to dry my hair as opposed to microfiber towels or regular towels. Gel or no gel? Gel, because I need the gel to hold in the curl pattern that I already have. It doesn't make a curl pattern, but it will hold the one you already have and keep your hair from getting really frizzy. So I'm going to say gel. Length or health? I prefer health over length of hair. Yes, do I want my hair to grow long? Yes, I do want my hair to grow long, but I prefer it to be healthy over having really, really long hair. I prefer to have short, healthy hair over long, unhealthy hair. So I choose health over length. Side part or middle part? I prefer a side part at this point. I have done middle parts before, but most often you will see a side part on my channel. Plastic cap or plastic bag? And I am going to say plastic caps. Sometimes I do have to wear two because I have a little bit more hair now, but I still prefer plastic caps because the bags, you got to try to get them tight and tie them in a knot, and sometimes that's just too much for me to do. So I prefer plastic caps over plastic bags. And that was the last question. So hopefully this was fun for you all, gave you a chance to kind of get to know me and what I do with my hair a little bit better. If there's any other questions that you would have liked for me to answer that wasn't on this hair tag, leave it in the comments below and maybe I can do another hair tag in the future. If you do something different from what I do and you want to share that with me, please leave that in the comment section as well. I'd love to hear what you do with your hair. And until next time, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.